Charlie. It's a little sock humor. I mean, when you mentioned a romantic gift, I had in mind something much more run-of-the-mill. You know, flowers, candy. Ugh.
Flowers wilt and candy's sweet, but thermal socks will warm your feet. That's what the girl at Hank's Army Navy store said.
Oh, well, why didn't you give them to her, then?
Okay, I will. And also the matching T-shirt that I ordered for your birthday.
Oh, Charlie, I'm really sorry. I'm such a dope. I do appreciate the thought. I do. You forgive me?
I was just trying to be different.
When you were. I mean, what else can you give the girl who has everything?
Dr. Solomon, call the operator. Dr. Solomon, call the operator.
Coming, Mother.
Listen, there's a patient in this hospital, Florence Alexander.
Oh, yeah, marvelous person.
No, she's not. She's a cheat, a liar, and a crook.
Are we talking about the same marvelous person?
I knew I'd seen her before. So I went down to records and I ran her through the computer. That woman is a con man.
Amos, we are not talking about the same marvelous person.
Yes, we are. Want to hear about it?
No, but I'll do anything to avoid talking to my mother.
This woman makes a living out of checking into hospitals, arranging an accident, and then suing the hospital for everything they got. She even sued us one time. That's why I remembered her.
I can't believe that.
Huh. Look at this. Falling off a gurney, slipping in the bathtub, fainting in the hall. Now, those ain't song titles. They really happened.
Oh, my God, she's Charlie's patient.
When did she check out?
This morning.
Thank heavens, maybe we'll be lucky this time.
Oh, excuse me, Florence, did you see Nurse Johnson come in here?
No, I didn't. Oh, dear.
You looking for something?
Yes, my knitting. I think I left it on the bench down the hall. I hate to be a pest, but would you get it for me, please?
I'll get it. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Florence?
Oh, my arm.
Which arm?
Oh, my right
Charlie,
arm.
Hey, what happened?
I don't know. I just ran out of the room for a minute. I don't understand.
Well, I do. Madam?
Excuse me. Is this Mrs...
Oh.
What's going on here? Are you all right, Mrs. Alexander?
Oh, John, I fell out of bed. The doctor forgot to put up the protective bar.
I did?
Oh, my arm. I can't move my arm.
Gentlemen, this is extremely serious.
Don't tell me. Let me guess. You're her lawyer.
Exactly. Now, I don't know who's responsible for this obvious case of blatant negligence. But I do know one thing. Somebody's going to pay. Through the nose.
Norman, you got to tell me. Tell me I'm not gullible and naive. You're not gullible and naive. Tell me I'm not just plain stupid. Charlie, you are not just plain stupid. Then how in the world can I get taken in by a little old con woman? I don't know. Maybe it's because you're gullible, naive, and just plain stupid.
Hello, Dr. Michaels.
Hello, Florence.
Oh, I know you're angry with me. And I'm sorry about that. But what can I do?
I'm not angry with you, Florence. Just disappointed. I thought you respected me.
Oh, I do respect you. This is nothing personal, Dr. Michaels. I wouldn't do anything in the world to hurt you. My attorney is suing the hospital, not you.
Is that how you keep a clear conscience? Cheating an institution instead of a person?
My arm has been injured. The insurance company...
Oh, the insurance company. That's even more impersonal, isn't it? A big, faceless entity with hordes of money.
It wasn't my idea. My attorney told me...
Oh, come on, Florence. You sue and what happens? Our insurance rates go up. Who pays for that? The hospital. And who pays the hospital bills? The public. That's you, me, and everybody else. So you're not cheating the insurance company, Florence. You're cheating all of us.
Oh, don't tell me about insurance companies. You asked me about my husband. Well, I'll tell you. My husband died in a hospital. He died of medical negligence. And a whole team of insurance company lawyers cheated me out of a settlement.
Maybe you were cheated, Florence. I don't know. But if you were, you know what it feels like. Now, I'm not going to be here when you check out because I got to go downtown and give my deposition to the attorneys. Probably win your case. You usually do.
Dr. Michaels, I really wish you understood.
I wish I didn't. Goodbye, Florence.
Hey, Charlie, how goes the battle?
Don't ask. How could she do this to me? I understand how she could do it to you, Norman, but to me...
Oh, yes, well, that's the crux of the matter, isn't it? You see, he wasted all that devotion on an ungrateful woman. She double-crossed him.
She did. You turned her back on her for a minute, she stuck a knife in it.
Well, I could never have done that. Yes, looks like a case of misplaced loyalty to me. Maybe you should save all that charm for people who deserve it.
Are we talking about anybody in particular?
Ah, well, if the thermal sock fits. Bye-bye, boys.
Did I miss something?
Ann has been accusing me of being unromantic, so I went out and I bought her a gift. A pair of thermal socks.
Hey, that ought to teach her.
No, but it's the thought behind it.
Hey, listen, I love it. I think you've reached new heights in the art of seduction. After all, the way to a woman's heart is through her feet.
Come on.
I mean, diamonds are nice, but thermal socks are forever.
Please,
Promise her anything, but give her a sock.
All right.
You ought to write a book. Everything you always wanted to know about socks, but were afraid to ask.
Okay, smart apple. Tell me, what do you do to impress a woman?
Anything. Crawl, whine, grovel.
Figure. I gotta run downtown. I gotta give my deposition in Florence Alexander's case.
Plead insanity. Tell them about the thermal socks and no jury will ever convict you.
You know something, Norman? You missed your calling. You should have been a professional cretin.
Mrs. Alexander, won't you try to eat something now? The soup's getting cold.
How can I? My arm is completely paralyzed.
Don't drink it with your arm. Use your mouth.
Dr. Weatherby, after what she's been through, don't you think she deserves a little consideration?
She deserves an Academy Award. There's nothing wrong with you, madam. We've made all the tests.
I know it's almost impossible to detect soft tissue injuries.
Oh, you would know that.
Would you leave me now? I want to be alone.
Definitely gobbled.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Yes, thank you. Will you call my attorney and tell him I'm checking out?
Here, write down the phone number.
I'm sorry, I am not left-handed.
I have the number.
Here, catch.
Oh, now look what you've done. You've broken my fruit bowl.
It always worked in the movies.
Mrs. Melvin. Mrs. Melvin? What is it? Dr. Weatherby, emergency. Mrs. Melvin.
Post-operative bleeding. Get her to the OR. Where's Dr. Michaels?
Call Dr. Michaels to surgery.
He's not here. He went downtown.
Get him on the beeper.
Dr. Michaels is out of the building. Find him right away.
Call Dr. Solomon. I'll be in the scrub room. If Dr. Michaels gets here in time, he'll need some help. In any case, we gotta operate.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Phipps, your green lady. Would you love a Vajpagugula? A Whoopsie Cola? A Popsy Poopsie? Hello, I'm Mrs. Phipps. Must be a fire drill. I'll go in here and see what I got. Hello, I'm Mrs. Phipps, your green lady.
Yes, I know. You've been here every day since I've been here. I do appreciate that.
Yo, a lot of people forget my name. But I always say, hello, I'm Mrs. Phipps, your gray lady.
Mrs. Phipps, have you heard anything about Mrs. Melvin?
Oh, yes. Poor Mrs. Melvin. Now, would you like your usual candy bar?
Oh, yes, but what about Mrs. Melvin?